Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The Stars are out for Game 2 at Ron Mottl Field on the campus of Tri-C West. It is the T3 Warhawks taking on Tops Baseball. Not the Tops that you're used to seeing here at Ron Mottl Field, but it is Team Ohio Pro Select. Hello, everybody. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel this morning. Should be a good one. T3 looking for a big win today over arguably the best team in this tournament in the Team Ohio Pro Select squad, and you will see why it is called Pro Select in a few moments. A lot of top-tier kids on this roster, and guys that might even make it to the MLB, as this group has a history of doing so. Ground ball right through the legs of the second baseman. It will be an E4 to get us underway. A huge break for the T3 offense gets the game going. That was Tranovich unable to make the play over at 2. And just like that, the leadoff man is aboard, and that will bring up Asher Kimball, the third baseman. Kimball just finishing up his time at Hawken. And matter of fact, we actually did cover his last high school game, a loss against Holy Name in extra innings. The pitch upstairs for ball one. On the mound today for Team Ohio Pro Select, it is the former OU commit in Josh McFadden. McFadden, as of late, has decommitted from OU, and he has reopened his recruitment. Most likely will still land in a D1 program. 6 solo over 2-1. It is a 6 solo 3 double play for outs 1 and 2. Excellent work over at short by Team Ohio Pro Select's Songer, as he is able to get the ball over in plenty of time. Could have flipped it over, but in the end took it himself, and that is the high IQ plays that you will see from this squad. No surprises at all, as they know what they can do. They know the talents that they have, and they trust in it. Now with 2 down, it is going to be the number 3 hitter for T3 stepping in, and that is now the graduated Medina battling B, Yenmaz. He'll take ball 1. McFadden looking for a big outing once again after reopening his recruitment, showing college coaches specifically at the D1 level why they should take a chance on him. And a big reason why is just the history of this organization. Year 9 as an organization for TOPS. And they hope that this year is going to be one of the best that they have. There is strike 3 swinging, and the side is retired. McFadden gets an early punch out after a double play, and that concludes the top of the first inning. A leadoff miscue, but otherwise the defense of the Team Ohio Pro Select squad, stellar as expected. Middle of 1 at Ron Mottl Field. No score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of the first inning at Ron Mottl Field. No score yet on SmeeSports as we are underway in our second game of the day. Game number one saw Force Ohio get a big win, 8-6 over the Erie Steelheads. That was a fun game a little while ago. Hoping that this game lives up to the hype as well, given the talents that are on this roster of the Team Ohio Pro Select. And on top of that, also the T3 Warhawks. Also a lot of good players themselves. Bunt attempted by Heekins, but it will go foul, 0-1. You're going to see this team coach like a college organization today, and no real surprise there. A lot of college commits, a lot of college tier coaching, and this squad's goal is to get their guys ready for the next level, to keep the pipeline going. 0-1 counts on Heekins. The pitch. And there for strike two. On the mound today for T3, it is now the graduate of Walsh High School in Josh Pearson. Pearson and the Jesuits were able to make it all the way to the Final Four, losing 1-0 to Anthony Wayne. The 0-2, just off the plate for ball one. Good take by Heekins. Not an easy pitch to lay off at all, but still a necessary one in regards to this game. Patience is going to be big, and it starts here. The 1-2. Off the plate once again to even up the count. Heekins comes to this squad by way of Valley High School in Pennsylvania. He will be a senior this upcoming year. Pearson's 2-2. Fouled away. Good power and almost hitting a car as well in the process. There was a moving car behind the field at Ron Mottl. Definitely could have made contact depending on where the ball hit. But in the end, it appears that windshields are safe for the time being. Still 2-2. Pearson sets and deals. Up and out for ball three, and we are full. Good work by Nika Heekins in the leadoff hole. A tough spot to be, especially down early 0-2, but he has worked back to a full count with Beatrice in the on-deck circle. Getting the leadoff man aboard is big in regards to getting successful offensive outings. The payoff off the plate for ball four, and at long last, the leadoff man is aboard. Heekins earned every bit of that walk. Good patience in the box, good ability to foul off a couple of pitches, and he is rewarded first base for his efforts. Owen Beatrice now steps in. Owen just finished up his junior year at North Catholic, and he is committed to St. John's. The Johnnies over in New York, obviously put on the map in basketball regards by Rick Pitino coming to the program this year, or 2 years ago now, as they were the 2 seed this past year in March Madness. But the Big East school, not just good on the hardwood, also good on the diamond. 1-0 count on Beatrice. Runner goes, the pitch. Ground ball right side, and it is going to be taken in at one for out number one. Good work by the defense of T3 as they were able to turn that play, but in the end, Heekins now in scoring position. Pezzuolo now steps in. Then he just finished up his junior year at Mohawk High School in Pennsylvania. After Pezzuolo, it goes to Trenovich, Johnson, then Carlson. With a runner at second, one down. The main goal here is to move him to third. And if that does not result in an out being recorded, even better for this TOPS offense. Pearson checking over to his side and deals. Misses upstairs for ball one. Tough spot for the T3 defense to be in early on in this game. They obviously want to keep this a tie game entering the second inning, but we'll see how likely that is just given how this Tops offense rolls. They can get runs on the board quick. They can score with ease. And when that happens, look out. 2 balls, no strikes. Pearson sets and delivers. Up and in for ball 3. Once again, in the on-deck circle, it is Tranovich. The heat definitely starting to become a factor here at Ron Mottl Field. A lot warmer right now than expected. 3-0 in there for strike one. Good response by Pearson as he's able to nick that one in on the corner. But a chance for the Team Ohio Pro Select squad to get on the board early on. Good secondary swing and a miss, now 3-2. Pezzuolo trying to get good contact with that swing, just unable to catch up. And now a chance for Pearson and company to get out number 2. Popped up and out of play. Once again, this is game 2 of our doubleheader today. Game 1 concluded a little while ago now. It was an 8-6 win for Force as they took down the Erie Steelheads. Still full count, payoff pitch again, swing and a miss. There is out number 2. Pezzuolo having to reach forward at that one and is unable to connect. And that'll bring up Tranovich, the second baseman. Tranovich coming to the squad by way of South Range High School over in the Canfield area. This upcoming year, he will be a senior for the Pirates. Tranovich fouls that one back, almost off a shed. 0-1 the count. Given the heat today, I think this is more welcome than yesterday's onslaught of rain that canceled a lot of games across the grounds. That's kind of what you would expect given the temperatures and just given how Northeast Ohio weather has been this June. 0-1 on Tranovich. In the next inning for T3 is Taylor, Muratori, and Vasquez. The pitch. In there for strike 2. If Tranovich is able to get on, it would go to Joe Johnson, the left fielder. But right now, a chance for T3 to get out of the first inning with no damage allowed. Still a runner at second, 2 down, 0-2 count. The pitch. Ground ball left side, and it is through into center field. They will send the opening run home, and he will score. It is an RBI single for Julian Tranovich, and the tops are on the board. Beautiful cut by Tranovich, 0-2 count. Not an easy spot to work, but he is able to beat the diving shortstop that appears to be Cox over there trying to get the ball, just unable to get it in the end, and because of it, that puts the Team Ohio Pro Select squad on top. Now Joe Johnson, the left fielder, stepping in. Johnson plays his high school ball for Medina. Next year he will be a senior. Johnson pops that one up, and it will drop in play, but foul. 0-1 the count. But it is Team Ohio Pro Select getting an early run on the board. The question is, can they keep it up? Obviously, a good start is what you want to see, but you need to continue it through the whole game if possible. That is your best way to succeed. Runs every now and then, not just one big inning followed by nothing. And these guys know that very well. Johnson takes the 0-1 down low, evening up the count, 1-1. This game starting around 10:40 has us ahead of schedule here at Ron Mottl Field. I believe 3 more games here today. This is the last one that we will be covering. Pearson's 1-1. Johnson cranks it left side. It is through into left field again. It's a 2-out single for Joe Johnson. Back-to-back base knocks, 2 on now, 2 down, and that will bring up Colton Carlson. Carlson just finished up his junior year at Laurel High School in PA. Once you get to the bottom portion of the order, a couple of more D1 commits will make their entrances. Both 2 on, now is the time to get as many runs on the board as possible. Ball 1 taken down low. After Carlton, it goes to Sharding. Two on, two down in the bottom of the first inning. The Tops up by 1. The 1-0 going to connect, now 1-1. Don't mind that intentional take there from Carlson. Just given what we've seen on the mound from Pearson, a couple of heavy misses in the past couple of pitches, you wait, find something you like, and then that's when you attack. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, now 1-2. T3's defense looking to end the frame here. Still 2-1 behind for Pearson. The pitch, ground ball right side, and it is through into right field. More damage could happen, but they will hold up the lead runner at third. That will load up the bases, still 2 down. Third single in a row for the offense, and that will bring up Sharding. Sharding just finished up his junior year at Avonworth High School in Pennsylvania. After him, it goes to Grippo, the catcher, and that is where we get a big college commit as the man in the on-deck circle committed to the ever-dangerous Penn State Nittany Lions. And he will be a fun talent to watch there. Bases juiced. The pitch. Good pop deep to left field. Still going back. Is it a grand slam? Why not? Why not a grand salami? It is out of here. Cooper Sharding makes it 5-0. Our first home run here at Tri-C in the summer, and it is a beauty, a no-doubt grand slam. Cooper Sharding, no regard for the baseball. What a swing. That'll clear the bases, and that will give more than a satisfactory conclusion to the first inning. But still, Grippo, the D1 commit, steps in. Now, I don't know how you adjust to this. You just saw a grand slam. Your next target is a Division I commit to play the field. That is the beauty of this Team Ohio Pro Select squad. You think you have faced the toughest player, think again. I was talking to the coaches before the game, a lot of college pedigree among them. They try to run this as a college team, and we even heard it in pregame warm-ups. Whenever somebody would make a mistake, they'd say, we have somebody else who can do what you can do. And then all of a sudden, the mistake is gone. These guys are trained like college athletes, and you can tell by the way they're playing right now. We see a lot of random team names, Pro Select thrown around. This team truly has earned that title. 1-1 the count on Grippo. The pitch. Another good drive, this time to right, and it will drop well foul. Now 1-2. And I think a big thing that sets this team apart is their emphasis on the weight room. You could tell based on the power, these guys are in the gym a couple of times a week, hitting the weights not too hard, but enough to build more strength. The 1-2 bounces, but blocked behind the dish. Good work by Vasquez to keep it close. To set the defense for T3, Pearson on the mound, Vasquez behind the dish, Lear at first, Taylor at second, Cox at short, Kimball at third, Yenmaz, Miriati, and Howard from left to right in the outfield sets T3's defense. Pearson waits, sets, and deals. Off the plate for ball 3, and we are full. In the on-deck circle after Grippo, it is going to go to number 48, Drake Boscher. Boscher, one of the younger guys on the squad as well, just finished up his sophomore year at Toronto. Pearson's payoff. Down low for ball 4, and once again there is a base runner for the Tops. Unbelievable start. Absolutely impressive. 5-0 score. And we will now have a courtesy runner for the catcher, but no matter which way you look at this game, just a wild start. This is kind of what we expected from this Team Ohio squad, but I still think they have impressed, and that says something. 2-0 so far in the tournament. They will most likely be your 1 seed. They do have one more 965 Midwest Challenge tournament to play this year. That is going to be the Jacob Garrig Wood Bat Classic. Something else to note, these guys only use wood bats. They're preparing for other tournaments, like a couple of their perfect game ones, including one next week in Atlanta. This tournament is a warm-up. The more you look into this team, the more insane it looks. I don't even know where you begin to unpack the amount of talent this squad has been able to find. It is truly impressive. Swing and a miss there from Boscher. 0-1 the count. This group next year, they will look even more scary. Looking at the age groups, these guys are the younger of the two. But you can't tell by the way they're playing. The 0-1, Boscher cuts on one down low, now an 0-2. Once again, Taylor, Muratori, and Vesquez in the top of the second inning for the T3 Warhawks. No balls, 2 strikes. T3 looking to retire the side at long last. Not quite, as that pitch misses down low for ball 1. Good patience in the box by Boscher as he learns. Once again, a younger talent on this squad, but doesn't mean he doesn't have a great plate vision and great baseball IQ. The 1-2, ground ball right side, and it is through for a single. The plate discipline pays off for Boscher. Yet another base knock this inning for the Tops. Since out number 2 was recorded, which was a strikeout, single, 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 home run, walk, single. And as well, that home run was a grand slam. But now 2 on, 2 down. It is Songer, the shortstop, in. Songer just finished up his junior year at Hubbard. Ground ball left side, picked up at third. The throw across the diamond is low, and it is passed. Songer will drive in run number 6. Number 7 will be sent home. The play at the plate will not be in time. Songer goes to third, and he is in. It's the YSN Pitcher of the Year doing some damage at the plate. Make it 7-0 Tops. Now going back to Tri-C and Tops ball, put these guys in the beautiful teal jerseys of Tri-C and I wouldn't bat an eye. It looks exactly like watching Tri-C baseball, maybe even on steroids. These guys are truly impressive. Now we go, I believe, back to the top with Heekins. He walked to get this inning underway. Just a wild inning. 7 runs have scored. Number 8 now at third. First pitch inside for ball 1. For those just tuning in, my oh my, we have a treat. This squad might be the best team I've ever seen. This is truly impressive. 7 runs, pretty much all of them with 2 outs. Actually, all of them with 2 outs. There are 2-out rallies, and then there's this from the get-go. You look at the rest of the roster, some guys not even pitching or playing today. You have Buckner committed to Florida Southern. You have Wine committed to Akron. Hyber committed to OSU. McFadden, the pitcher, just decommitted from OU. Still going to go D1. Grippo playing in this game committed to Penn State. Tyler Sloan committed to Slippery Rock. Ryan Fuller committed to Penn State. Podaki committed to Florida Southern. And Beatrice also committed to St. John's. Weak chopper, and it will break foul in the end. Great high IQ play by T3 to let that one go foul. Without that ball going foul, it is going to be 8-0. But in the end, it does take that lucky break. As well, just to preface, the run rules go as follow. 12 runs after 3, 10 after 4, and 8 after 5. And if this offense continues to hit like this, we are in for one of those. Pearson looking to end the inning here. The pitch, missing down low. After Heekins, it goes to Beatrice. Heekins is the 11th hitter of the frame for Team Ohio Pro Select. The pitch, in there. And that will end the inning. Strikeout number 2 on the day for Pearson, and the side is finally retired, but not before some fireworks. 7-run score for Team Ohio Pro Select in the first. 1 complete. Tops ball prevailing, up 7-0 on T3. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. If you are just tuning in, Team Ohio Pro Select putting on a clinic as to why they are called Team Ohio Pro Select. Through 1, it is 7-0. The Tops absolutely dominating so far. First pitch from McFadden will miss behind for ball 1. Once again, this is a pivotal time for a guy like Josh McFadden, who is looking for a new home, just decommitted from OU due to the coaching change. That is one of the big coaching changes, but the guy they brought in, definitely a fan favorite from what we have heard at least. As for the situation over at Lake Erie, they have announced their new coach, but as of right now, it seems like almost everybody has decommitted from the program, and that is going to be a big storyline to watch this summer, as what is Lake Erie going to do to field a team? The 1-1. Good pop once again right side, and it is going to go foul. You may have heard that on the audio portion of the stream. Grippo behind the dish yelling on the fence. That is one of the reasons why he is going D1. It's the little things. Calling out where the ball is, saying go for it, don't go for it. The little things. That's what sets you apart from somebody who can do everything else like you. I absolutely love that from the catcher there. It might not be something that appears in the box score, but it helps out his defense. Ball 2 taken down low. It is Dom Taylor, the second baseman, now batting for T3. Taylor just finished up his senior year at Brush. 2-2 count. McFadden staring down Taylor. Time now called. Once again, the run rule could be in effect very soon if the Tops offense continues to cruise. Pitch down low for ball 3, and we are full. And as expected, when you have a D1 caliber pitcher on the mound, the radar gun is out behind the dish. No surprise at all. The payoff from McFadden. Inside for ball 4, and the leadoff man is aboard for the second inning in a row for T3. That'll help get the offense rolling again as they need a whole host of runs to make the comeback in this game. Now it is Dom Muratori stepping in. Muratori coming to this squad by way of Huron High School, where he just graduated. We have already seen one double play in this game recorded by the Tops defense. And I feel like that is going to be one of their goals right here. First pitch down low from McFadden for ball one. There was, at least for a moment, some action in the pen. That was Colin Recitar, the rising senior at Boardman. That pitch down and out for ball two. Still a good lead in hand for the Tops, but now is not the time to walk two guys on. This is where McFadden really needs to settle in, go back to the basics, and work from there. That'll give him the best chance to succeed. After Muratoria, it goes to Vasquez. Throw back to one, not in time. The heat definitely getting worse and worse here at Ron Mottl Field. Clouds expected to start to kind of hang over the field at around noon. The 2-0 off the plate for ball three. A tough start to the second inning for Josh McFadden. If T3 can get a couple of runs across in this inning, the game is still going to be far from over. The 3-0 zipped right in for strike one. Exactly what McFadden needed there. Just needed something to be in the zone, something to keep momentum going. And right now, he needs another one. And he will get it. Similar spot right around the knees, and we are full. That is what makes McFadden such a great pitcher on the mound. A guy who can be in a 3-0 count, but battle right back. But in the end, he will lose the at-bat. Muratori draws the walk. It's back-to-back free passes. The first two guys of the second inning are on safely for Team Ohio Pro Select. Time now called, and we will see what is going on with McFadden. Last game of today on the channel, but we will be back in action on Sunday over at Kent State. That will be for the 965 Midwest Challenge. It's Kent State Invite. That is the second one of the year. It is the championship rounds of the competition, as we'll have the silver bracket in the morning, and in the afternoon we will have the championship bracket. Top three make the top, bottom three make the silver. McFadden, after having a talking to, appears ready to go again on the mound. More of a settle down talk than anything from his coach. And that is the right decision right now. This is not where you get antsy and make any drastic changes to pull your pitcher. There is a reason why McFadden is one of the top guys at the pitching position in baseball in the area. And he can prove it here. Vasquez, the catcher, looking to do some damage for T3 in the meantime. First pitch in there for strike one. And that is exactly why you keep your faith in a guy like McFadden. Right back to work after a tough start to the second inning. Brief pause, the 0-1. Backs him out, evening up the count. In the bottom of the inning, it is Beatrice, Pezuolo, and Trenovich. Right now, the goal is to get out number one somewhere. That'll be ball two taken down low. Hitters count 2-1 on Vasquez, with Kevin Howard, the right fielder, awaiting in the on-deck circle. The pitch. Down low for ball three. It's just that same miss that just keeps killing McFadden. He's living in and around the bottom of the zone, but just can't get it up a little bit more. And that is going to be tough, especially with a 3-1 count if he wants to go back there. Chopped right side, this could be two. It's a simple in-stride 6-3 double play for outs 1 and 2. Perfectly played by the Tops defense. Once again, it's Songer. That time he is taken in stride with the baseball right on top of the base. That could not have been orchestrated any better. The runner goes to third, though, in the meantime. But getting those 2 outs is big. One more out, and you're out of the frame. No harm, no foul. Howard trying to put run number 1 on the board for the Warhawks. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. But Songer already with 2 double plays at short. And once again, he was the pitcher of the year in the area for Hubbard. Not infielder, not shortstop, pitcher. Swing and a miss, a hefty cut there. Now 1-1 the count. Once again, it is Beatrice, Pezzuolo, and Trenovich for Team Ohio Pro Select in the bottom of the second. The 1-1 missing downstairs for ball 2. McFadden's ball to strike ratio about even right now. And there is going to be some action in the pen. The pitch. Just off the plate for ball 3. A very competitive miss from McFadden. Kind of surprised we didn't see a swing or the call. After Howard, it goes to Lex Lear, the Hiram commit. The 3-1, missing down low for ball 4, and that will be the third walk of the inning surrendered by McFadden. And now the pressure resides on the shoulders of Lex Lear. We will see a first and third play called, and if we do see a full sequence with it, I would be interested to see how it is played out by Team Ohio. This is one of the best teams in the area. I've been saying that. But how do they adjust to a first and third with the opening run of the game over at third? They're going to send the runner to try and test it. It is a simple throwdown, and the inning is over. Don't overthink it is the message, especially when you have a Penn State commit behind the dish. I'm sure that made that decision a whole lot easier for Team Ohio. Let's take a second look at that chuck from Grippo. Perfectly placed pitch from McFadden, and then that throwdown. Beautiful. Right place, right time, and the inning is over. No damage done by the Warhawks in the top of the second inning, despite having 2 on with nobody out. Middle of 2 at Ron Mottl. It is Team Ohio up big on the Warhawks. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of 2 at Ron Mottl Field. 7-0 your score. It is Team Ohio Pro Select on top of the T3 Warhawks. For those just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel this afternoon. Should be a fun finish in this contest. Swing and a miss. 0-1 now the count. And I believe we did just take a slight internet hit as it is coming back. We do apologize if there was a hiccup there, and if we are just cutting in once again right now. No changes, as that was just a first pitch swing and a miss. Nothing crazy missed in that slight hiccup. Given the heat, that is bound to happen. Could be on the end of the internet, but also on the end of the heat. That is also the difficulty of not being in a box. It was supposed to be a lot cooler than this today, and especially Sunday. That is why we are going to be at Kent State, where there is a press box, and our equipment won't overheat. 1-1 in there now for strike 2. It is Owen Beatrice, the first baseman, leading it off for the Tops. He is followed up by Pezzuolo and Trenovich. Pearson coming set. Now the pitch. Bounces in. Pearson given the nod again in this inning. He could just simply finish this one out on the mound, depending on how long it goes. or we could see somebody come in for T3. And also, depending on how out of control this game gets, this could be a throwaway arm potentially. Ground ball left side, picked up in the hole, but it will be bobbled, and the leadoff man is aboard. Once again, the Tops finding ways to get guys on. That time it just happens to come from an error. Now Pezzuolo steps in, looking for redemption. He struck out swinging in his lone plate appearance so far. The rising senior looking to move the runner along. If the Tops can score 5 more runs in this frame and T3 does not score in the top of the third, the game would already be over. Once again, the run rule: 12 after 3, 10 after 4, 8 after 5. First pitch could have been a strike, but on the dropped pitch, it's going to be a ball, 1-0. That's a tough one for Vasquez behind the dish. You have to stick it right there, as if that one is caught, like I said, most likely 0-1. But since it's dropped, the umpire most times will not give it unless it is a no-doubt strike, which that one was not. Runner goes, pops up, and it will go out of play, evening up the counts. That'll also send the runner Beatrice back to the bag at 1. It'll be interesting to see how long this game actually goes, if we do have a full contest or not. It is 11:21, still less than an hour in. Time limit is 2, but I kind of think that we will have the run rule before the time limit, if anything, stops this game before 7. Pezzuolo takes on the corner, now 1-2. Good delivery by Pearson, just able to hit that edge. Not an easy spot to get to, but when it is placed there perfectly, it is almost unhittable. 1-2 count, the pitch. Bounces behind, and that will give second base to Beatrice. And he is going to go to 3. The throw is not in time. He is in there. Excellent job reading the down angle by Beatrice. He is now 90 feet away from home. Excellent work. Now all it takes is a single from Pezzuolo, and he is in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and this could be a bunt situation for him. We will see what he ends up doing. Pearson coming set. The 2-2 upstairs, 4-3, and we are full. Obviously, the bunt is tough there with 2 strikes. If it goes foul, that would be an out. That might be one that you roll the dice on. But I think now, full count, this is where it's either a swing or a take. Pearson's 3-2, driven over to second base, but caught for out number 1. Good snag by Taylor over at 2 to retire Pezzuolo. A hard hit ball right to the second baseman. It's great contact, don't get me wrong. But when it's not where it needs to be, it's not where it needs to be to get down. Now Julian Tranovich, the second baseman, steps in. 1 for 1 in this game with an RBI single. A chance to get another one on the board here. He'll take that one for ball 1. Another close miss on the outer edge of the zone. The drop could definitely have impacted that one. I believe still 3 more games left today here at Tri-C. This will be our final game of the day. And then we are off tomorrow. Back at it, though, on Sunday. The 1-0. Good drive deep to right center field. This could be extra bases, and it will be. It clean clears the right fielder. Into second base is Tranovich, and he will pump the brakes. Make it 8-0, Tops on top. Excellent piece of hitting. Perfectly places that one in the outfield. No way the right fielder was going to be able to track that one down. And now, at least in the 5th inning, the run rule would be in effect. Now, you can get a little bit closer here to the one that is right in front of you, 4 runs away. And then we'll see Joe Johnston step back in. He singled in his lone plate appearance so far. But Team Ohio looking to continuously get guys on. Johnson takes up and out for ball 1. And this could be a really big turning point in this inning, getting that opening run on the board with 1 down opposed to 2 like last inning. That leaves the door open for a whole host of damage. Johnson takes upstairs for ball 2. And we already have seen one grand slam in this game. And if Johnson and Carlson get on, then all of a sudden, it's an opportunity for Sharding to go yard. The 2-0. Down low for ball 3, and that will give third base to Tranovich. Good idea for him to pump the brakes over there with a walk that puts him at the corners. But just true madness so far in this game. 8-0, 7 runs scoring for the Tops in the first. 1 so far in number 2. But to see the run rule come into play after only batting for 2 innings, that would be truly impressive. 3-0 count, no pressure on Johnson. And Pearson is able to connect for strike 1. No surprise that there was no green light for Johnson. That's one that you have to take there, just given the scenario. You take it and work from a 3-1 count. If you get a free pass, great. If not, you still work. And he will thought about it, but it will be ball 4. 1 down, runners at the corners, and that will bring up Colton Carlson. And if he gets on, the man in the on-deck circle in Cooper Sharding has a chance for a second consecutive grand slam. If he gets this, I don't even know what that dugout will do. And not to mention, that will be the run rule inducing run after 3 innings. First pitch off the plate for ball 1, and Johnson on indifference will take second. Runs 9 and 10, now in a prime spot for Carlson. Colton 1 for 1 in this game with a single. There is now some action in the T3 bullpen. Most likely the final batter that Pearson will face. Fly ball hit into center field, and it will be caught for out number 2. They will send the runner home, and he will score. But the play at 3 is not in time. The tag not there. Johnson in safely. And for the price of an out, it is now 9-0. Only 1 on here for Sharding. Not the spot necessarily he wanted to be in to get that grand slam, but still he can make do with this, as with a base knock, it is 10-0. And that will put them in a really good spot to get the run rule done at the bottom of the 3rd inning, not at the top though. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. But the caveat to all of this is the offense last inning got rolling with 2 down. That's where we are right now, and with 2 extra runs in hand in comparison. But Cooper Sharding already 4 RBIs and that 1 grand slam. A chance to do it again. To take down low for ball 2. Run number 12 is in the on-deck circle, and Anthony Grippo, the catcher. He would then become the run rule inducing run after 3. 9-0 your score in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Good pop by Sharding, but foul. 2-1. And if we do see the run rule, that would be truly impressive, just given how quick this game would be. I think we are about 10 minutes away from the hour mark. Scheduled for 10:45. It is now around 11:30, but starting time officially at 10:40. Chopped foul. Good contact to stay alive, but it just will be strike 2. For T3 in the next inning, it is Cummings, then Top. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Sharding. The pitch. Skied over towards us, and it will go out of play. Count remains even. I would say, at least after this showing, Team Ohio Pro Select one of the heavy favorites, if not the heavy favorite, to win this competition come Sunday. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. A good drive deep to left field, and it will be caught to retire the side. Nicely played by Yilmaz as he is able to catch up to that one, and the inning will be over. The Tops still play 2 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. They lead this one 9-0 on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for sponsoring today's broadcast, and thank you to the 965 Midwest Challenge for partnering with us to present these broadcasts. As well, if you want to join our group of teams that we cover, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen as well, and I would love to talk out a deal to cover your team, whether it be baseball, softball, or once we get into OHSAA sports, fall, winter, or spring athletics. 2 innings down at Ron Mottl Field in Game 2 of our doubleheader, and it is a big lead for the TOPS, Team Ohio Pro Select, up 9-0 on the T3 Warhawks. First pitch from McFadden, missing upstairs, 1-0 the count. It is Lex Lear back in, followed by Cummings, then Top. McFadden's 1-0. In there now, 1-1. But right now for the Team Ohio Pro. And once again, the heat definitely a big factor today. That pitch down low and outside, and I think he thought that one was going to be ball 4, but it's not. Once again, just took a heat hit as we are still trying to reestablish connection. Full count on Lex Lear, still nobody out in the top of the 3rd inning. Here comes the payoff pitch from McFadden. A good drive by Lear, but foul. But as I mentioned throughout the broadcast today, hotter than expected. The high was supposed to be 74. Now, in the last couple of minutes, they have upped it to 82. Right now, I've seen between 75 and 78 degree weather. Here comes the payoff pitch. Chopped foul by Lear. And they're going to say it's a drop throw that he didn't get it. The throw down to 1 is not in time, and Lear will reach. Kind of an interesting play there. We are going to take a second look at it, but I thought Lear made contact with it, but I guess he didn't. Otherwise, that would not have been a drop 3rd strike. That'll be McFadden's 2nd punch out of the day, and it's really tough to tell from that angle. Either way, he is in at first base. That's what matters for the offense. Their leadoff guy is aboard once again. I believe that is the 3rd time today the leadoff man has reached. That'll bring in Aiden Cummings, the designated hitter. Fly ball, but foul. 0-1 the counts. Once again, join us on Sunday over at Kent State. 4 games, 2 in the silver bracket, 2 in the championship bracket for the Kent State Invite Championship round. Fly ball to right field, caught for out number 1, and there will be no attempted relay over at first base. After that routine flyout, we go back to the top of the order for T3, starting with Jason Cox, the shortstop. Cox was able to reach on an error his first time up to begin the game. Looking ahead to the tops, it is I believe, going to be a combination of Grippo, Boscher, and Songer in the bottom of the inning. On the tip, there's strike one. I would be surprised to see Lear over at first take off, just given the arm of Grippo behind the dish. He has already taken out one runner this game. The 0-1, missing down low, now 1-1. McFadden has had his struggles in this game, and you can see getting that deep breath on the mound. Just trying to find the zone consistently has been his biggest challenge, but if he can have a really good end to his performance. Once again, missing, but still a lot of good competitive pitches. It has been competitive pitching, not completely nothingness. But still, he needs to get a couple of those extra strike calls. Like that one was a close one that he really needed to get there, but now it's a 3-1 count. His defense has helped him out a few times. Grippo behind the dish, and then Songer over at short with 2 double plays today. The 3-1, down low for ball 4. Fourth walk surrendered today by McFadden. And that will put a second runner on with 1 down. Wouldn't be surprised to see a new pitcher on the mound for Team Ohio in the 4th if we make it there. I think given pitch count and to give McFadden another chance or even time to rest, we would see him set down, and then we go from there. Fly ball into left field, going back in center. It is caught for out number 2, and there will be no further advancement from the runners. A long, lengthy fly out from Kimball. And that will now see Yenmaz step back in for his second cuts. Yenmaz struck out swinging in his lone plate appearance so far. And that was after a double play back in the first. 2 on, but 2 down in the top of the 3rd inning. The pitch. Hit foul by Yenmaz, 0-1 the count. But Team Ohio Pro Select looking dominant, and they are on the verge of getting a really big win to open up Friday. And with this win, they would improve to 3-0 and pretty much clinch a spot in the championship round. It will be a pass ball, a rare one against Grippo, and that'll put 2 runners on in scoring position. Very rare to see a ball get by Grippo behind the dish. Based on where that ball bounced, it just took an awkward hop, and that's really all it was. Still unfortunate nonetheless, but a 1-1 count on hand. Getting the out at the plate would be ideal for McFadden, but also a put out in the field would do. Hard hit ball right side. It is through for a base hit, and T3 will strike. 1 run home. They will send a second, and he is in. Now a 9-2 ball game. But they pick off Yenmaz at first to end the inning. An obscure way to end the frame. And that will do it for the top of the 3rd inning. T3 able to plate 2, I believe. We will double check to see if they counted both runs. Either way, it's either 9-2 or 9-1 on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The big run rule pretty much out of the picture as we enter the bottom of the third inning. 9-2 your score. Still, with 3 more runs, the run rule could be enforced at the top of the 4th inning. We are at around the 1 hour mark in this game. Given the hot start, if you are Team Ohio, if you do not walk away with at least one of the run rules, I feel like this would be a tough ending to the game. But still, if they're able to plate a whole host of runs here to take a 12-run lead, they would walk it off here, but that would take a lot of good offense starting right now. And as well, that includes patience as ball 1 blows right by, skidding along the dirt. Still a few more games left to go here at Tri-C today, but we are done after this one. The 1-0, down low for ball 2. But right now, 3 or more runs is exactly what they're going to try to do here. That's what they need at a minimum to help get at least one of the run rules. Total of 5, and they win it here. That is ball 3 upstairs. And if they are going to be given a couple of walks, they will take that any day. Anything that moves the needle for this squad. The 3-0, it is off the plate, or excuse me, now it's 3-1. But a walk here would be a great start for the offense. Get somebody on, potentially a guy that you can move along the base path quickly. Pearson coming set. The 3-1. A good drive into the outfield, and it will be caught right on a line for out number 1. Great contact on the swing, but just right to the defense. And that will set up Drake Brosher. Getting out number 1 there is really killer for this Tops offense. The question is, though, if you're T3, if you can put a couple of runs on the board again in the 4th, you have a competitive game. How do you go about the ending of this one? If you erase the first inning, it's a tie game. It's just those 7 runs that got away from you in the first inning. That is what's killing you right now. It's 1 inning of offense across now almost a 3-inning game. And those runs, I think, are going to prove vital to keep this game going. 0-1 the count on Boscher. The pitch. He did go. Now 0-2. A hefty check swing, just couldn't bring it back. After Boscher goes to Songer, who awaits in the on-deck circle. It's an 0-2 count. Pearson coming set and delivers. Up and out for ball 1. Even if the game does end 9-2 and we do play the full game, really an impressive performance from Team Ohio, especially in that first inning. They have shown a lot of good today, but still a long way to go to get to where they want to be, competing in tournaments in Atlanta. And that is really what is going to set the stage for them as they hope to get to the collegiate level. A lot of these kids already committed there, but some guys still fighting for that opportunity. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. There is out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in the 3rd. But going back to the first inning, all the offense came with 2 down, and that is the parting line that the Tops hope to find here with Songer. Songer reached, or excuse me, he rounded out to 3rd his last time up. This inning going by quicker than expected. Pearson sets and delivers. Misses down low for ball 1. Still some action in the bullpen for T3. I believe that is Remy Jones, and now graduate of Berea Mid-Park getting ready to go. The pitch. Cracked foul towards the T3 dugout. Almost right in as well. Count now even 1-1. 9-2, nobody on, 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd is your score and sets the stage for where we are right now. Wind as well beginning to pick up. That pitch bouncing on in, now 2-1. With the top of the order in the on-deck circle, starting with Nico Heekins. It's a good spot to do some damage, but as is really any spot in this order. Peterson coming set. The pitch. Off the plate. Now there's the call. 2-2. A very late decision made by the umpire. It looked like a strike from our angle, but it took maybe 4 to 5 seconds for it to actually be signaled. The offense down to their final strike in the third. The 2-2 pops up out of play. Good survival swing by Songer as he is able to stay alive. Now the question is, as the fourth inning is looking more and more likely, do we see McFadden stay on the mound? Or will we see the call to the bullpen made by Team Ohio? The 2-2 again, skied over to the left side. Should be playable on the infield. The shortstop is underneath it, and he has it to retire the side. Cox does a great job to get over there, and he, along with the T3 defense, silences Team Ohio as they get the Pro Select squad in order. 3 complete at Ron Mottl. It is 9-2. Team Ohio Pro Select on top of the T3 Warhawks. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. McFadden still on the mound for the Tops as we enter the fourth inning. But we do have a catching change as it appears number 24, Colton Carlson. Now the throw to one is beautifully in time for out number 1. Nicely done by the defense of the Tops. And that will retire Taylor. And it appears we are back on the air. Apologize for that. Once again, technical difficulties due to the heat, as that is interfering with our internet connection. But a nice put out by the shortstop of the Tops. That is Songer once again able to get the ball over to 1. Couple of double plays so far today for Songer. That time taking it himself for only 1 out. Ground ball up the middle again. That time it will get through. It's a 1-out single. Moratori, a beautiful swing of the bat. Good crack, good cuts, and a good single all the way around. Now Vasquez steps in, grounded out into a 6-3 double play the last time we saw him. And with a runner on, that could easily happen again here, given how dangerous this defense has been. McFadden sets and deals. Hard hit ball right side, and it is through into right field. They will hold up the lead runner at second base. It is 2 on with 1 down for T3. Excellent piece of hitting by Vasquez, and that will keep the offense rolling. Down by 7, 1 run next inning, and they would need something in the 5th to keep the game alive. 3 runs right now for the Tops in the bottom of the inning would be enough to end the game. But T3 looking to establish a bigger cushion. Kevin Howard now steps in, hitting that one foul, kind of a dead ball. Took an awkward hit off of somebody behind the dish and back into play. Either way, it is an 0-1 count. Still some action in the bullpen for the Tops. And no real surprise there. McFadden running out of pitches that he can throw given pitch counts. He has had some struggles today with location, but overall, the theme of his outing has been successful, and that is what he wants to bring out of this one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Lobbed in, swing and a miss. Gets him to swing out of his shoes. Now 1-2. One of McFadden's better offerings today. Beautifully placed. A chance to get a big out, number 2 at home. The pitch. Pops up, right side, carrying on over into the outfield. Under it at second base is going to be Tranovich, and he has it. Or excuse me, now Tranovich moving over to 1. Whoever is in at second base now has it for out number 2. That is the tough part with all the changes made on the fly. Not all of them are communicated, so knowing who actually is where late in the game, not an easy thing to do. Now Lex Lear steps back in. Still 2 on, 2 down. Can McFadden get one final strikeout? Ground ball hit over towards second base. Bobbled. The throw to 1 is wide and off the runner. 1 run will score, and another will go over towards third. That'll make it 9-3. It did hit off the runner, which makes it a tough call, but I do think it's still going to be ruled as the run does score, and that will be the case. And that is really tough for this Tops team, just looking to end the game, and T3 is forcing extensions. And now that'll bring on Cummings. 2 on in scoring position. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. But it's really obscure to see that ball in the baseline hit off of the runner on the throw. That's kind of why it wasn't a dead ball. If that was a ground ball, then the inning would have been over. On the corner of the zone, now 1-1. For Team Ohio in the bottom of the inning, it is the top of their order. Now a 6-run game. T3 doing a great job to battle back. The pitch lobs off the plate for ball 2. And looking off to the side, still some action in both bullpens. Foul down the right side. We could see Pearson one more time for T3. Wouldn't be surprised to see his outing over with, considering how long that first inning was. Right now, a 2-2 count. McFadden's only priority, and really our only focus, is if they can get out of the inning here. If not, we have ourselves a ball game. The pitch takes it, and we are full. Good patience in the box by Cummings to let that one fall beside. It is the top of the order awaiting in the on-deck circle for T3 Kimmick, and a chance for them to really compete. The payoff, down low for ball 4, and that will load up the bases. Do we see the call made here? It's a tough decision to make. Pitchers, you want to give him time to work out of this, but if those runs start to score, that is really going to sting. The batter represents what will be run number 7 of the game for T3. They still have 6 runs to get, but anything more in this frame, and that run rule after 5 is looking more and more unlikely. First pitch inside for ball 1. McFadden starting to lose control even more. He has had some right now, just unable to locate the zone. The majority of his strikes have been on swings and misses. That time he will get the swing as it is fouled away. T3 really applying the pressure as that will go down as an infield single. Excellent hustle by Cox as he is able to bring in yet another run. Time called behind the dish as there will be a mound visit. Our next game after this one will be on Sunday at Kent State. We have a quadruple header. First 2 games as a part of the silver bracket of the Kent State Invite. Then the last 2 will be the championship bracket. 2 versus 3. The winner of that game plays the 1 seed in the championship game, and that will round out our day at Kent. But still 5 runs for T3 to make up. Tying run in the on-deck circle. But getting the run rule, that was something I've been talking about this whole game for the Tops. And right now, that does not seem like a legit reality. McFadden able to find one on the corner, now 1-1. He needs to continually fire at that corner, find something, find some consistency around the zone. It has to be here, otherwise his outing will be over, and he will potentially allow the tying runs home. Good block behind the dish as that will keep it close, but still a ball. Carlson now in behind the dish, able to keep that one out of the backstop. Two balls, 1 strike. Runners everywhere for T3. The pitch. In there for strike 2. Now McFadden with a 2-2 count. He needs to find a strike on one of these final 2 pitches. He has lost a number of batters in this spot today. A total of 5 allowed walks. 2-2, hit foul. That'll be another life for the batter. Asher Kimball looking for a big swing. Big opportunity for the Hawken grad. Count remains even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. McFadden able to throw in the changeup, and he gets his potential final punch out of the day. We will take a second look at that one as it comes at a big time. The tying run in the on-deck circle for T3 does not come up in the inning as McFadden is able to lock in and get the out. Still 2 runs do score for the Warhawks. The Tops in need of a whole host of runs to enforce the run rule. Up by 5, regardless of that run rule. The goal right now, keep a good distance away from T3. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. But it starts with getting base runners on and then moving them along. They were close to that run rule earlier on. They started with that 7-0 lead after 1. But this T3 squad, they have battled back and they have really given them a run for their money. Bunt is down, but foul. In this contest so far, Heekins, a walk and a strikeout. He is followed up by Beatrice and Pezualdo. But opportunities nonetheless for this squad to enforce that run rule. The pitch misses down low. That was the focus after that first inning. How good could they officially do? But the offense, it has fallen behind after the second inning. They came up with nothing in the third, and they don't want that to happen again here. Ground ball hit to second base. Throw to one is in time for out number one. And that will be the fourth putout in a row, spanning back to last inning. Going back to the second inning, that is going to be the sixth putout in a row from this T3 defense. They have allowed nothing. With one down, that brings in Beatrice. Beatrice, a ground out and an error so far today. First pitch gonna miss for ball one. Reminder, there are more games here today at Tri-C, but we will not be covering them as this will be our final game as we did the first two. Huge hit into left center field. It is down for a one-out single. Beatrice thinking about going to two, but in the end, he will stay put. Maybe all it takes is one hit to get the offense back rolling again for the Tops. They will hope so as Pezzuolo steps in looking for redemption. A line out to second and a strikeout to his name in the game. Double play ball definitely could be in effect here. But right now, getting the runner to second base is one of the priorities. Even if it's only one run this inning, that is one run closer to the win. And given how long this game has gone, we are going to have to see a second pitcher most likely for the Tops. And that is a big deal. The goal was to be to simply run with McFadden, go to the bullpen if needed, and the if needed appears to be the case. They would need a total of 5 runs here to win the game outright. 2-0 count, the pitch, upstairs for ball 3. With one down to get another guy on via the free pass, that would be big. Runner goes, the pitch, pops up, out of play, and off of the shed. And that shed kind of off to our side. You can kind of see an indent now left behind by the baseball. Now 3-1. Very surprised to see a swing there. And that's one of the pitches that looked like a ball was called a strike. Doesn't necessarily add up. That one popped up behind and foul again. Especially with the runner going with that good of a jump. That's a tough one right there. You could have had your guy in scoring position, ready to go. But in the end, still at first. In the next inning for T3, it is going to be Yanmas Taylor and Muratori. And that one will be ball 4 upstairs. Pezzuolo at long last will reach for the first time today. Still one down, and that will bring in Tranovich. 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI single and an RBI double to his name. A chance for more damage here. And for those playing along at home for kind of a roulette of run rules, Tranovich will be the run that would induce it if he comes around to score in the next inning. But right now in 4 or 5, that has to be the new goal for the Tops. We talk about it a lot because that is the big storyline right now. You start off hot offensively, 2 runs in 2 innings, then after 7 in the first. You need to find that spark again. Good block behind the dish, keeps it close. Now 1-1 the count. T3 still some light action in their pen. There are only so many arms that you can devote to a game like this. Unless the offense ties it up or gets close, you really cannot surrender more than 2 or 3 arms to this contest. Runners go. It's a double steal, and it works. The first runner was off early. The second one went on a delay. And the theatrics did not matter as it was a ball that needed to be blocked. Runs 10 and 11 now in scoring position for Tranovich. And in the on-deck circle, it is Joe Johnson. The pitch, a good crank by Tranovich into the outfield, but caught for out number 2. But that will bring home run number 10. Sac fly for Tranovich, now a 6-run game. That is the first run scoring since the second for this offense. With 2 down, 1 on at second, Joe Johnson steps back in. Johnson, the now Medina senior, a single and a walk. A single brings in run number 11 most likely. First pitch in there for strike 1. Kind of a straightforward take for Johnson, waiting to see something challenging. The pitch that Tranovich turned on was a higher offering, but it was what he was looking for. Johnson fouls that one away, now 0-2. Getting in that runner from second base is really big right now for the Tops. And these runs have been important all day, but even more so now. You have 1. Now's the time for 2. Ball kicks out left. The runner will be into third easily. And that makes Johnson's job easier as a single gets in the run. And then I think from there we're going to see Johnson steal a couple of bases if he does reach. The aggression of the Tops has been great today, but also the resilience of T3. The 1-2, a good pop into the outfield, and it is in the gap for extra bases potentially. Johnson is going to press his luck, and there is no whammy waiting for him at second base. It is an RBI double for Joe Johnson, and that will make it 11-4. Excellent swing and drive from Joe Johnson, and if he does come around to score, that would mean the run rule would be enforced after the top of the 5th. And for those unfamiliar with the whammy reference, that is Pressure Luck, a game show from the 70s. Deep pop into the outfield, and it is down for extra bases. The run rule will be in effect after the top of the 5th, and into second base, it is Carlson. It's another RBI double. The hit machine has returned. 12-4 now the score. And to win the game outright in the 4th, that run steps in. And no big deal, it is only the guy who hit a grand slam earlier on today. And then after sharding, it goes to Grippo in the on-deck circle. The offense for this very talented Top squad is finally back. Pops up, out of play, 0-1. Back-to-back doubles. This Tops offense definitely in their rhythm again. Up by 8, able to erase the runs that pretty much kind of contested this game. But now, once again, they solidify that this is their game to win. Check swing, good take upstairs, now 1-1. To get a walk-off win, that would be a great feeling for this squad. The 1-1, once again, checks, now 2-1. Getting close to breaking the plane, but not close enough. For T3, Yanmas, Taylor, and Miriani in the next inning if we get there. 2-1 taken upstairs for ball 3. Anything past it, we are going to see some action on the bases. But right now, patience is the game for Team Ohio Pro Select. The pitch appeared to be high, but swung on anyway and fouled. We are full 3-2, and I think given the scenario and the focus at the plate, we will see the runner at second base take off. Doesn't need to. It's not like he gets the base anyway. But I think given the aggression and given the circumstances, we will see that happen. He will stay put. It is low for ball 4, and that will put the winning run now on the base path for Grippo. This could be a spot for a mound visit for T3 or a pitching change. Coach Kimmick on the edge of his dugout. I think he will remain put for now. I would at least assume that he does. But we will. It is Grippo now in first pitch down low. We will see how the end of this game finishes. Once again, apologize. Another spout of technical difficulties due to the heat and the Wi-Fi connectivity issues here at Ron Mottl Field. A good drive deep into right center field, and it will be caught to retire the side. That play could have ended the game, but instead it extends it into the fifth. 4 complete at Tri-C. The T3 Warhawks need a run to keep this game going when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The Tops have made one final call to the bullpen here in the 5th inning. It is St. Vincent St. Mary standout and Slippery Rock commit Tyler Sloan on to try and seal the deal. 12-4 your score. It is simple. T3 doesn't score this inning, the game ends. If they do, we see the bottom of the 5th inning. Tyler Sloan just finished off a illustrious career over at St. Vincent St. Mary, one of their best pitchers of all time. He, along with Matt Large, made one of the best 1-2 punches in the area. And oh, by the way, their number 3, Will Tober, who is in line to be the ace next year at St. V's, could be a starter pretty much anywhere in the Akron area as the number 1 guy. So it speaks volumes to see that kind of pedigree in one pitching rotation over in Akron. Both Large and Sloan have good things ahead of them, not only in baseball, but also in life. They have the intangibles that really not only make you a great baseball player, but a great human being. 0-1 count, the pitch. Gonna miss off the plate now, 1-1. But a big fan of Tyler Sloan. Covered his team for 3 years on and off. Got to see him maybe twice or 3 times in a season. Nothing crazy, but given the other teams that I've covered, got to see St. V's, and they have become a team that, albeit from the sidelines, is one that I root for whenever I can. The pitch popped into right center field. Has a chance to drop in. Called off in right, and the play is made for out number 1. Sharding able to track that one down, and that would retire Yanmaz. 1 up, 1 down, and Dom Taylor will now step in. Dom Taylor just finished up his time at Brush High School in Lyndhurst. Brush getting a massive playoff victory over Revere this past season. One of the biggest upsets in the OHSAA field. That, along with VASJ taking down Streetsboro, that was another big upset. But those two combined, I think, are your two biggest upsets this season. 0-1 the count here. Sloan looking to get the side retired in order. The 0-1. Just going to miss off the plate, evening up the count. Once again, join us on Sunday at Kent State. We have 4 games to wrap up the second Kent State Invite live at Schoonover Stadium. It'll be a very hot day outside, so stay home and join us for that one. The pitch pops up and out of play, almost off of the light pole, and it will drop behind us where Forest Ohio is beginning to warm up for their game. We got to see Force Mancuso earlier on in the morning as they were able to get a good 8-6 victory over the Erie Steelheads. 1-2 count, Sloan coming set. The pitch. Just going to miss down low and outside, evening up the counts. After Taylor, it is Muratori. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sloan sets up again. The pitch. Down low, below the knees for ball 3, and we are full. If the runner gets on, we could see a double play set up to end the game. Already 2 over at short today for the defense, as we have seen a lot of great plays overall from Songer. Full count. Sloan's payoff pitch. In there for strike 3 looking, it's 2 up, 2 down. And the Tops can sound their final countdown. 1 out away from, at long last, inducing the run rule. That has been the story of the game ever since that 7-0 starts. And it seems like finally they are at the final hurdle. The question is, can they clear it? In their way, it is Muratori. The pitch. In there for strike 1. Beautiful delivery from Tyler Sloan, able to get it in the zone once more. Tie now 12-20, so even if the Tops did have to hit again, we might not even see the 6th. Ground ball hit up the middle, and it will sneak through for a 2-out single. Muratori's second hit of the day, 2 for 2 now, and he will keep the game going. 2 down, but the runner that would keep T3's hopes alive now resides at first. And now it goes to Luis Vasquez. Vasquez, a 6-3 double play and a base knock to his name. One resulting in 2 outs, the other resulting in 0. Kind of stark opposites there. Sloan sets and deals. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. But definitely a very telling afternoon of baseball in game number 2. Learning a lot about this Team Ohio Pro Select squad. If they can play like this down the stretch, they could win this tournament as an undefeated champion easily. The pitch in there for strike 1. And we've seen today only 2 pitchers for this squad. Sloan in relief for, if he can get out of this one 1 inning. McFadden for 4. You save Sloan's arm for later on in the tournament. That definitely helps out. Speaking of helping out, Vasquez chases upstairs, and T3 and Vasquez down to their final strike. Sloan looking to seal the deal here. Still a runner at first base, not a big lead at all. Sloan's 1-2. Just below the zone, evening up the count. Stay with us after our final commercial break, which will happen once this game goes final. Then we will announce our player of the game, presented by CrossFit Strongsville. And there is one big candidate who really sparked on the offense today who was up for that award. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sloan coming set. The pitch. Fly ball into left field. Underneath it for Team Ohio is Johnson, and he has it to book it. 12-4 your final score in Game 2 of our doubleheader. It is a run rule victory at long last for Team Ohio Pro Select. As mentioned, one final commercial break, then we will be back on to announce our player of the game, presented by CrossFit Strongsville. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. 12-4 your final in Game 2 of our doubleheader. Team Ohio Pro Select taking down the T3 Warhawks. Your player of the game, presented by CrossFit Strongsville, goes to none other than the man who hit the grand slam in Cooper Sharding. That took it from a 1-0 to a 5-0 ball game, and from there, the Tops never looked back en route to their big 12-4 victory. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist2024 on Twitter, as well subscribe down below to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is to reach a total of 4,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year, or hopefully by the end of the summer. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. As well, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville, along with the 965 Midwest Challenge, for sponsoring / presenting today's broadcast. But that'll do it from Ron Mottl Field. It is a 12-4 victory for the Tops, taking down T3. I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Ron Mottl Field, and we will see you next time. This has been the 2025 Elite Midwest Classic on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge.